Top of the morning to you, and welcome back to the show. In this episode, we'll be going over the top 10 ginormagantuan mods over the past couple years to make your game look amazing, including graphical textures, weathers, lighting, new buildings, and more. I should mention that a lot of these mods do require a special trick to download, but even the lazy person can do that, and I will be uploading a short video walking through how to do that as well. Anyways, stay tuned and let's get right into it. For number 10, we have JK's Skyrim All-in-One / the Great Cities compatible version by BeVeryOfA, or Donkey Kong for the Great Cities one. This was uploaded September 6, 2021, and you've probably already heard of this mod. It's quite a popular city and town overhaul that adds a bunch of extra structures and decor to all the cities. Yes, all of them. And a few of the towns. It adds structures to buildings where appropriate, like towers, smokestacks, archways, more landscape, foliage, and more. It makes things look more fantastical without going over the top. It also adds decor fitting for each city and town, and really just blends nicely with most other mods. There are some conflicts, like pathfinding and clipping issues while using this mod with the Great Cities, which is why I also mentioned Donkey Kong's version, which is compatible with that mod. For number 9, we have JK's Interior Collection, JK's AE Edition by BeVeryOfA, and this was uploaded September 24th, 2022, and this mod overhauls many of the interiors of buildings within the major cities of Skyrim. It adds, first of all, fitting decor for the type of building that it is, i.e. Jarl's palaces get more glamour, banners, and the like, whereas inns get more rooms and more open space. I'm not entirely sure if it overhauls every single building in these cities, but it does do a lot of them, and it should make the Thieves Guild quests of breaking and entering a little more interesting. It really makes the major buildings feel as they should, and everyone should give this mod a go. It does require a lot of the Creation Club content, as well as any version of JK's Skyrim, so just a heads up there if you don't have Anniversary Edition. There is an alternate version not requiring Anniversary called JK's Interiors Full. However, you may need to use patch mods with that one. For number 8, we have ClefJ Skyrim Volume 2 by BeVeryOfA, and this was uploaded July 7th, 2022, and this mod adds several new player homes to the game and overhauls several of the towns and mills to be larger, more in-depth towns. Fit with new buildings, NPCs, and much, much more. This being the second of ClefJ Skyrims, it focuses more on the towns aspect rather than the player homes. And I know player home mods aren't for everyone, me included, but the way these are implemented and the way they feel while playing, I just have to include it. The layout of every change is incredible, down to the fine details of just about everything. The homes and towns are as follows: Valkoinen Lodge, west of Winterhold; Destrier Mill, south of Iverstead; Whiterun Observatory, just outside the outer gate; ClefJ Shore Stone, left-hand crossing; Anga's Mill, Karthwasten, Fort Dawnguard, and Half Moon Mill as well. The mod author does mention to be sure to load this below world space changes like roads, trees, signs, etc., but above JK Skyrim for nav meshing purposes. For number 7, we have ClefJ Skyrim Volume 1, also by BeVeryOfA. Have you noticed the pattern yet? This is uploaded July 7th, 2022, and this mod adds many new player homes to the game and overhauls a few of the small settlement locations to be much more in-depth towns, and it even adds a new dungeon underneath one of the houses. Yes, you heard that right. It's awesome. Many of the new houses are fit with notes and or a book or two describing what happened to the previous occupants. And while this is primarily a house mod, I am a sucker for those kinds of details and storytelling, so I had to rank this one higher than the second volume. It's also very much in the spirit of Skyrim, that kind of storytelling through those details and whatnot. The homes and towns are Solstheim Keep, west of Raven Rock; Ravenscale Castle, far north in the Sea of Ghosts; Ivar Castle, east of Iverstead; Kynalton Keep, across the bridge from Solitude Mill; Chapel of the Cape, north of Solitude Arch; Darkwater Keep, it overhauls the entire town of Darkwater Crossing, and it adds a new player home. Diamond Bluff Settlement, along the same coast as Chapel of the Cape. Moray House Chapel, next to Morthal. And White River Chapel on the road north of Riverwood. Once again, the mod author mentions to load this below world space changes like roads, trees, signs, and such, but above JK's Skyrim for nav meshing purposes. For mod number 6, we have Quaint Collection, also uploaded by BeVeryOfA on July 7th, 2022. And from the mod description, this is a merge of all the PS4-friendly player homes by the author Rosella of the Nexus. Fast travel to map markers is not enabled by default, and the front doors of most of these require either a key or to pick a master lock, so get busy searching or get good. I promise you the interiors are worth the effort. These are mostly just cabins dotted throughout the world of Skyrim, but many of the 22 locations added have secrets within, including hidden rooms, locked rooms which require another key, and semi-unique armor and weapons that have decent enchantments without being stupid broken. The interiors of these houses are basically as good as the ones in ClefJ Skyrim, just scaled down to cabin size. I put this as the highest of the house mods because the homes aren't just free and OP to the player, rather you have to get seriously good at lockpicking because those things were tough to unlock. Hence my 50,000 lockpicks broke even with the skeleton key, really. There's even a nice throwback to Morrowind with border camps set up at the north and south borders of Skyrim and Morrowind. For mod number 5, we have 13's New Beaten Path test preview by BeVeryOfA, and this mod was uploaded February 27th, 2023, and this mod combines a number of other roadway and trail mods already on the mod page, those being Ships on the Horizon, Ancient Lands, No Whiterun Doomstones Edition, Interesting Roads, Prettier Roads, More Carriages, More Ferries, Detailed Carriages, Road Signs Overhaul, and Unmarked Location Pack. This mod makes traveling Skyrim awesome, because now it feels like you're walking through the war-torn, dragon-infested ancient world that Skyrim really is. Do you remember the first time you went to Skaldafn? Sovngarde, maybe? You remember the awe and amazement you felt that first time? Like, wow, this is epic. Huge! Yes, this garners a very similar feeling, and you don't even have to complete the main questline to get there. It adds the new changes pretty much anywhere and everywhere there is a road, and it adds those carriages to pretty much all the minor cities and some towns, and the ferries to many new bodies of water. For mod number 4, we have The Great Cities by Soldierofwar. This is uploaded by Donkey Kong on December 9th, 2018, and this is the oldest mod on the list by far, by like 3 years or something crazy. An oldie but a goodie that has millions of downloads, much unlike the rest of the mods on this list, which for some backwards, makes no sense like zero pennies reason, only have a few hundred, maybe 1,000 or 2, but I digress. This mod overhauls the minor cities of Skyrim and a few of the towns, those being Falkreath, Dawnstar, Morthal, Winterhold, Dragonbridge, and Rorikstead. And it really does make them feel like great cities, yet it maintains the open concept that they were originally designed for. There's not a lot to say about this except, would you just look at it? Oh! If you understand this reference to another very special YouTube video that has a special place in my heart, congratulations, you get +3 internet points. I mentioned in JK's all-in-one Skyrim that this mod could conflict with BeVeryOfA's version, so you may have to use Donkey Kong's compatible version if you want to get the best of both worlds. For mod number 3, the bronze medal on this list, we have Rin's Collection beta test by BeVeryOfA, and this was uploaded November 28th, 2022, and this mod overhauls over 50 locations throughout the world of Skyrim, including bandit camps like White River Watch, Valtheim Towers, Halted Stream Camp, and the new Hamlet Town, and Robber's Gorge, It adds all the standing stones revamped, including additional enemies added and some external dungeons, Whiterun exterior and other buildings around Whiterun, all of the farms, and much, much more. This mod is an updated version of Rin Skyrim, also ported by BeVeryOfA. Have you noticed the pattern yet? So don't use both if you already have one downloaded. I think Rin Skyrim is now called Rin's Old Skyrim, just an FYI. But anyway, he mentions it may not be compatible with his ported Quaint Collection, but I didn't notice any issues personally when playing for myself. The sheer scale that this mod improves is astronomically huge, and it has earned a permanent spot in my load order. Seriously, the mod is so seamlessly integrated and so impactful that it just feels like more Skyrim. And there's never a bad thing about more Skyrim. There's never a bad thing about more Skyrim. For number 2, we have 13's Agalma Infinium, uploaded by BeVeryOfA on September 4th, 2022. And what you're looking at is the... Hold on. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just realized when I went to get footage for this mod that this mod does a lot more than I thought. Initially, I had it placed midway through the list because of the landscape, rock, and road changes that I noticed. More trees, better trees, wafting grass, denser grass, etc. I then realized that this thing also retextures all of the cities. Pathways in them, structures in them, stone, dirt, wood, roofs, all of it. And it includes mods like Green Whiterun, White Solitude, and Jalaya's Old Town Riften, and I believe City of Kings as well. The sheer amount that this thing retextures and the quality of those retextures is astronomically huge. And that's the thing. It also retextures locations and structures added by other mods. So all of the mods I've mentioned in this list will be overhauled by this mod. It also retextures dungeon interiors and exteriors. Talk about saving mod load order space. Seriously. One potential issue is that sometimes not all of the textures will load in at first, but just give it time and patience and a few saves later, and they should all load in eventually. And for mod number 1, the Gold Star, Gold Medal, we have Azerite AAL Atmosphere Acoustics Lumen by BeVeryOfA, and it was uploaded January 18, 2023, and this mod has been active throughout this entire video. Agalma Infinium was active in parts here and there throughout the video, and then obviously for the showcase. This has been active for the whole thing, and this is because there are so many weathers and atmospheres added that it's literally impossible for me to cover all of them in the same video, unless you want to wait like 5 years IRL, and then I'll capture them all and add them. But anyway, it adds 300 weathers to the 90 in vanilla, plus new transitions for new double weather effects. It adds and changes godrays, shadows, both interior and exterior lighting, and in case that wasn't enough, it enhances and amplifies the reverb and ambience added by bugs and birds and other critters throughout the world of Skyrim so that it sounds more like Skyrim. It changes some of the lesser common songs to be played during certain weathers, and a comprehensive list of the mods included in this bundle. There are Reverb and Ambience Overhaul, Azerite Weathers, Wander, Mythical Ages, Equinoctium, all the Rustic Weathers, Louder Nature, Birds and Insects, RLO Light, based on Realistic Lighting Overhaul. And this mod is not compatible with other weather mods, obviously. This probably includes it. Obsidian Mountain Fogs, which is just redundant. Water mods, yes, this does water too. Music and sound mods, and other volumetric lighting changes or lighting mods. This is the all-in-one stop for sounds, lighting, and atmosphere. You guys gotta try it out. It is the best mod I've ever seen. Thank you all so much for watching. You'd be surprised at how much I actually left out. In case you didn't know, for reference, these things each cover like 10 mods a piece. So And a lot of those you probably already use already. So with these 10, you're probably covering about 100 plus mods worth of material, and will save loads of mod space on stuff to really personalize your Skyrim. And I think that's what BeVeryOFA's goal is so that he could do an all-in-one Skyrim, so that those other mods that people like but don't have room for can really choose and really get to personalize their experience even more. Give these mods a try, rate them so that BeVeryOFA can get feedback, so that he can move them from the work in progress section to the mainline, headline, showroom floor. Because at the moment they only have like a few hundred downloads each for some reason. But give them a try. You won't regret any second of it. I do plan to upload a longer showcase of just walking through Skyrim with all of these mods active, just to show them off even more, as well as the walkthrough of how to download the work in progress mods in general. So anyway, I'm just gonna end with this beautiful capture of everything coming together, and goodbye for now, and I hope to see you all in the next video.